Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In today's session, we're going to cover a date time API in Java 8. So without wasting time, let's get started. Datetime API is one of the biggest features of Java 8 release. Java was missing a consistent approach for date and time from start, and Java 8 datetime API is welcome addition to the core Java APIs. So which means in earlier released Java date and time APIs is not up to the mark. So we have some basic issue with the design and also the classes which is cluttered into different packages. Let's see more on that. Why do we need new Java date time API? So before we start looking at the Java 8 datetime API, let's see why do we need a new API for this. There have been several problems with this existing date and time related classes in Java. Some of them are Java date time classes are not defined consistently. We have date class in both Java 8 as well as Java SQL package. Again, formatting and parsing classes are defined in Java text packages. Java 8 date contains both date and time values, whereas Java SQL date contains only date value. Having this in Java SQL package doesn't make any sense. So also both the classes have the same name, which is a very bad design itself. There are no clear defined classes for timestamp formatting, parsing. We have time uh, formatting like Java text date format abstract class for parsing and formatting need. Usually, the simple date format class is used for parsing and formatting. All the date classes are mutable, so they are not thread safe. It's one of the biggest problem with Java date and time calendar classes. A date class doesn't provide internationalization. There is no time zone support. So Java 8 calendar and Java 8 time zone classes were introduced, but they are also having all the problems listed above. Friends, I hope you guys got some little bit understanding why we have this new feature. So let's dig into more on the principal design. So Java 8 datetime design principle, right? The Java 8 design data time API is JSR 310 implementation. It is designed to overcome all the flaws in the legacy date time implementation. Some of the design principle of Java datetime APIs are immutability. All the classes in the new Java datetime APIs are immutable and good for multi-threading environment. Separation of concerns. The new API separates clearly between human readable date time and machine time. It defines separate classes for date, time, daytime, timestamp, time zone, etc. Clarity. The methods are clear, defined, and perform the same action in all the classes. For example, to get the current instance we have now method. There are format and pass method defined in all these classes rather than having separate classes for them. So all the classes use factory pattern and strategy pattern for better handling. Once you have used this method in one of the classes, working with other classes won't be hard. So iterative operations. All the new date time API classes comes with method to perform common tasks such as plus minus, format, parsing, getting the separate part in date and time, etc. Extendable. The new datetime API works on ISO 38601 calendar system, but we can use it with other non-ISO calendar as well. So let's see what are the packages Java8 provides. So Java8 date and time API consists of following packages. Java.time, this is the base package of the new Java datetime API. All the major base classes are part of this package, such as local date, local time, local date time, instant period, duration, etc. All of these classes are immutable and thread safe. Most of the time, these classes will be sufficient for handling common requirement. Java.time.chrono. This package defines generic APIs for non-ISO calendar system. We can extend abstract chronologic class to create our own calendar system. Java time format. This package contains class used for formatting and parsing datetime object. Most of the time, we would not be directly using them because of principal classes in Java.time package provides formatting and parsing methods. Java.time temporal. This package contains temporal object and we can use it to find out the specific dates or times related to date time objects. For example, we can use these to find out the first or last date of the month. We can identify these methods easily because they also have the format with java.time.zone. This package contains classes for supporting different time zones and their rules. So friends, I hope you guys clear what this package means. And to better understanding, let's dig into the code, some sample code we'll see, and to understand better on the daytime. Friends, it's a time to demo. Let's jump into working session. Yeah, I have switched to IDE. So to demo you, so I have created some few classes to demonstrate the daytime classes. So here let's start with local date example. So when you want to get the current date, right? So it's very simple. Just you need to import local date from this java.time package and call this now method. So this will give the current date, current machine date. And also if you want to have some custom dates need to be passed like month, sorry, year, month and date. So that also possible using of method. And also you can based on time zone, sorry, zone ID, you can get the date. So where you have passed the zone ID as an argument. And also like if you want to find some specific date, like say in 2014, what is my 100th day date? So that also possible using of year date. So this will give us, so in 2024, sorry, 14 for April 10th is the 100th day. Guys, this is helpful, right? You can just directly, but this only give us the date, not the time, because we are using local date. Let's move to the date and time class, like local date time. So in this example, the similar code like date time, just call now, it will give the date and then time value. And also you can go with the customized date also, and you can go with zone ID. Based on the zone, you can find the date and time. And also you can have like go with add some uh, seconds to the date and find the date based on the milliseconds. So this also possible. And let's see what is the output. Yeah, here you see the date and then time. Both will be come come from this date local date time class. And local time. This is the next example. So this is also imported from java.time.local time. So basically this class used to find the get the current uh, time actually, and also you can create your custom time as well, and zone based, like pass the zone ID and get the time for that specific zone, and also you have this millisecond, add that and get the time also. This is also possible. And let's see what is the utility, like data API utility. So earlier code, like if I want to find the leap year, we used to have our logic and to find the whether it's a leap year or not. But in the current Java 8 APIs, it already the method is predefined. Now we just call the method, it will tell whether this is a leap year or not. And also you can check these before as well. Just pass the date and you can add the day, month, year, so on, and minus the month and year and weeks. These are possible in this local date. And also you can use this temporal adjuster to find the first month of day of the first month, I mean day, first day of the month and last day of the month. That is also possible. And formatter, this is the final one. Let's execute this utility and then we'll move to the formatter. Okay. See, all this will be displayed accurately. Fine. Let's move to the format example. Date parser format example. Here I'm just explaining you, like if you want any specific custom date format, then you can go with a date time format dot of pattern. So you can specify your pattern. Accordingly, it will convert the value to this format and it will display it. So we have different types of formatters. This formatter is present in Java dot format dot date time formatter, and this is more helpful when you want convert the data to a specific format. So all these example have checked in GitHub. I'm providing the URL in the description. If you want, just go through the code, and if you have any questions, ping me in the chat. I mean, ping me in the comments. I will respond you. And I hope this session is given you some basic fundamental um, idea what is data API and why we have this new data API in Java 8 and what is improved and why we and where we do use. So this all about, and so I'll catch you in the next video. Until